Hey team, how's it going? It's great to see you going into week 4 of Challenger Social Studies Non-Traditional Instruction NTI. And now we are going to start our study of ancient China. And it's going to be fun. I mean, this is a really interesting kind of exploration of a civilization that a lot of people don't know about. And a civilization that is part of what's going on now, because a lot of folks say that the coronavirus came from China and that they weren't straightforward with the reasons how it got developed or how it got out into the world. But so we're going to get a little bit of background on China. We're going to learn a little bit about them and set the stage for the next couple of weeks and learning even more about the great ideas that shape Chinese society and that shape society in general. If you haven't noticed, sometimes I wear these shirts. They're from my Shakespeare that I do. As you guys know, that I do Shakespeare. And this one is called from the play As You Like It, and all the world's a stage. And the quote from Shakespeare goes like this: all the world's a stage, and all the men and women purely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man in his time plays many parts. Well, we know that we play many different roles in our lives. For me, I've been a soldier, I'm a teacher, I'm a father, I'm a husband, I'm a friend. So we're merely players in the world, but we're also observers and participants. And it's part of what social studies is about, is learning about the world. And we're players in it, but we're actual participants, on the world stage. And so what we're going to talk about is China. Now, this week's lesson is very, very simple. I'll be honest with you. I've got 10 questions. And I'm allowing you, and I've given you the references. I've even given you the page numbers to where the answers are in the textbook that I'm providing as a source. And I am going to allow you to copy and paste those answers to the questions into the worksheet. Now, the thing is, you have to cite the source properly. And I'm going to talk about that. That's in the actual instructions. But you can copy and paste 10 questions. There's about 14 pages of reading, but a lot of pictures, and there's a 20-minute video that I've also. That's it. That's all I'm going to, all you have to do this week. If it's an hour's worth of work, I'd be very surprised. But what I want to do is set us up for next week, when we're going to really explore even deeper this idea of China and its impact on the world then and even now. So I'm looking forward to this week. It's going to be very good. Again, pretty simple stuff. 10 questions. You can copy and paste. Just got to cite the sources, watch a video, 14 pages of reading. Boom, you're done. No problem. So I want to end today's introduction to what we're going to do this week with one of my favorite poems. And it's called Invictus. And I've got this book that I keep, you see all my books here. These are all the books these are some of my books, not all of them, not even close. But this book that I like to read is poetry, is the Giant Book of Poetry. And I've got all kinds of poems in here. So I want to read this poem to you, and I want you to think about it, and I want to think about it because, like, again, we're going through difficult times, and you can find so much in poetry and so much in language that can help us through difficult times. So check this out. It's by William Ernest Henley, and it's Invictus. I used to have it memorized. I don't have it memorized right now, and I don't want to mess it up. So here it goes. Out of the night that covers me, black as a pit from pole to pole, I think whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloodied but unbowed. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. It matters not how strait the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. And, I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. And you are. you know, there are challenging times right now, but how you overcome these obstacles in your life shape how you're going to be when you're an adult, and you can take charge of these times as best you can, and accept the responsibility and move forward. And so I'm looking forward to seeing the work this week and seeing how you become the masters of your fate, your academic, your education, that part of your life, and that you again be a participant, a player in this world stage, and that you'll continue to learn about our great and wonderful world. Okay, I'll see you guys. We'll talk throughout the week. I'll see you later. Bye.